Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing another house brand cigar made for Famous Smoke Shop. This one is also made by Oliva, which made the Inferno that I reviewed for them about a month ago. This is the Vindicator, and this is a Robusto 5x50. Get a good look at the band there. The band reminds me a little bit, maybe too much of a Gurkha band, but needless to say, we're judging the cigar, not the band. There's your density. Cigar does feel dense in the hand. It's a nice reddish brown color, not quite as reddish as the Inferno was, but let's give this one a shot. Putting all the cards on the table, I have previously smoked 3 of these to get an idea, good draw, of what they're like. So, I'll tell you a little bit about it after we get it going. A lot of sweet flavors on the back of my throat right away. Now right away you can tell this cigar doesn't have quite the punch that the Inferno did. A lot of sweet notes, like I said. Also some coffee. Vanilla notes right up front. Maybe some cedar. But I'll let it settle for a minute or two and we'll be right back. This is the Vindicator Robusto. Alright, I'm about a 1/4 inch in and the cigar is somewhat settled down to where I can give you a description of the flavors at this point. They're still sweet. You've got a nice, predominantly cedar, very sweet cedar, with some undertones of a tangerine citrus. Again, giving it sweetness. Coffee would be the base. The pepper is very nice, and the pepper is lingering very nicely now on the finish. The finish is one of vanilla. Sort of standard stuff for a lot of Nicaraguan cigars. Now, a little bit about this cigar. Let me go to the famous site. This is an all Nicaraguan blend of triple fermented Lajero and Viso long fillers in a Habano seed binder and wrapper. They describe it as full strength and bold, settling on the medium plus range in body. So we'll see how this one shakes out, but right now it's going along nicely. And real quick check of the flavors for you. I believe it's just as I described before. So let's let it continue on, and I'll be back shortly with another update. About another 1/4 inch down, and the cigar now is developing a richness to it. The cedar notes are very rich. They just explode with sweetness, and there's a nice richness to them. They are the predominant flavor. The orange or the tangerine citrus undertones are just that. They add just a little bit to that citrus to give it a little, they add just a little to that cedar to give it a little citrus taste, but it's secondary. The pepper is actually very nice. It's blending very nicely with those flavors. It is a sugary sweetness, almost candy-like, extremely sweet. There's no subtleness to the sweetness of this cigar. Burning extremely nice. Another good point about this cigar is that the price point, the most expensive um, version is the Churchill, and it's just shy of $72 for a box of 20. The Robustos are 60. So they come in Churchill, Robusto, and Toro sizes. Um, $59.99 Robusto, $65.99 Toro, and $71.99 for Churchill with free shipping right now. And you can get to these cigars through the link on my blog post. The vanilla finish is becoming a little creamier, more in line with what I would call a French vanilla. So that's very good. Flavors are just as I described. So, so far so good. The Vindicator, made by Oliva for Famous Smoke Shop. I'm about 2 inches in. Lots of smoke, as you can see. The cigar I would call medium bodied, showing tendencies toward moving toward full bodied. Flavors are still the same. Predominant cedar, quite rich. Underlying tangerine, and the bottom flavor is coffee. Lots of nice pepper on both ends, and still a vanilla. French vanilla, I'll call it, finish. And it's long. So the Vindicator Robusto going along nicely. Again, these are made by Oliva for Famous Smoke Shop. One thing I'll say about these cigars, they're new, but they're ready to smoke now. You don't need to worry about aging them or anything like that. Possibly when you get them in, wait about 5 to 6 days, maybe a week, to let them settle down in your humidor. But they're smoking very nicely. As you can see, the burn is very even. The draw is perfect. And for a dense cigar, a nice draw, great. So if you do decide to order some, they come in 5-packs, singles, boxes. Try them. They are very good, very sweet, but they're ready to go as soon as you get them. Almost just a couple days to rest. As we approach the end, we're not there yet, but a little change. The overwhelming sweetness has decreased somewhat. The coffee notes are a little more pronounced. That's about the biggest change. The cedar is still very good. The tangerine citrus has decreased significantly. Pepper remains about the same, which is very good. The finish is still about the same. So that's about the only change at this point. Somewhat of a significant change, but not overwhelming. So there we have it. I'll be back in a minute or two. Well, honestly, about 5 minutes, and we'll wrap it up. Well, we are close enough to the end now. I'm going to wrap it up. The burn on this cigar has been perfect. It has just been perfect. The cigar has a sneaky ligero to it where you can feel it, but it sneaks up on you. It's not a full-bodied cigar per se, but it is definitely medium to full-bodied in the end. Flavors were outstanding. The sweetness overall was amazing. The cedar rich cedar notes were just great. The underlying tangerine citrus was very noticeable at the first, through the half. At about the final third, it waned a bit. The pepper was good throughout. The finish was long and very nice with a French vanilla and lingering pepper throughout. Um, Really not a lot of bad things to say about it. I am not a fan of the band. Um, it looks a lot like a Gurkha band with the guy on there and the swords, but regardless, I hope you don't buy a cigar for the band. I mean, that's just telling you which one it is in your humidor anyway. But all in all, as far as flavor, construction, um, the whole 9 yards, excluding the band. I'm not going to judge a cigar on the band, but the flavor and everything, I'm giving it a score of 89. I Of the two, the Inferno and the Vindicator, I prefer the Inferno a little more, but they're both very good cigars. Very good cigars, both of them made by Oliva for Famous Smoke Shop, and they are available now. Excellent price point. Um, Less than $4 a stick, or at $4 a stick max. So check them out online now. The Vindicator Robusto 89.